Team Chaos won the final Splatoon 2 Splatfest, but not just by a mere 1 or 2%, but by a landslide in all categories. But why? Well, today, Toxic is here to answer. Because this video series is not just about the bad things, but also about the greatest achievements. And the whooping victory of Team Chaos actually surprised me. But not at the actual news of the victory. I could already see it before it even started, and was sure when the final fest was ongoing. Let's dive deep and see why exactly this happened. There were multiple factors to this victory that made certain that Chaos will win. I'm going to go through these point by point. So let's go. Number 1. Not just Pearl versus Marina. It's a great thing that the Splatoon HQ thought of a great theme for the Splatfest and not just choose to do Pearl versus Marina, because Pearl wouldn't have got a chance. But changing the theme was not enough. If Pearl would have stayed the same and played you know, the little child spoiled girl like she usually did, even I would still have supported Marina. The Chaos team lifted the act of the spoiled brat from Pearl, and everyone could see that she's cool and metal, that she's an adult woman star who is truly lovable. Number 2. Post-apocalyptic theme. Dusty, post-apocalyptic action-fueled themes with spiked and wild combat is much more appealing to a wider range of people than chrome and sci-fi. I am a huge sci-fi fan, and I may have chose the latter in another game, but considering Splatoon's already chaotic nature, people felt like going this fits the base theme of the game more than a controlled environment. It's like Borderlands versus Portal. Both games are great, but Splatoon is better off with wild rampage and gangs because who doesn't like a good turf war? Okay, number 3. Rock and metal. At the beginning, me, Feralheart and Agent7E were arguing about which side to choose. Me and Feralheart supported Chaos, and Agent supported Order. But it was a stalemate. Neither side could really convince the other. But Splatoon is centered around music, and the gear for the final fest had obvious references to some bands or genres of music. Most specifically, the jet flame crest to punk rock and metal, while the Eye of Justice has an uncanny resemblance to the helmets of Daft Punk. We listened to many songs, and the agent was finally convinced to join Chaos. Every one of us agree that Daft Punk is really good, but again, rock just fucking rocks, man. Many people like electronic music, but not even close as much as rock and metal. Number 4. Kelly's Avengers. No, I'm not talking about the ultimate awesome scene that I made for the Toxic meme compilation that you should totally watch again. Many players who played Splatoon 1 as well now supported Chaos and Pearl just because Kelly was in Team Chaos. They love Kelly and want to avenge her and make her happy, I guess. Just look at Gigi's video.
Woomy graphic. We believe in scientific approach, facts, and procedural analysis, so Team Order is a simple choice. But since Gigi likes Kelly, we Team Chaos, boys! Woo!
Kelly as a fan favorite. And maybe Pearl can beat the popularity of Marina, but Kelly does put up a fight. Number 5. Salmon Run. Putting all the well-known characters to one side or another was a great idea. But Splatoon HQ also assigned the most common enemies. Salmonoids were in Tame Chaos, and although the sanitized Octarians are cool and edgy, Salmon Run is obviously one of the best things in Splatoon 2, and the most revolutionary. As a big zombie game fan myself, I honestly say that Salmon Run is one of the very best zombie games or modes I have ever played until this day. It's not just a horde or regular enemies and a bunch of special enemies, but the egg collection objective forces players to work together on a whole new level and come up with tactics to be more efficient. Samaran was also a plus for chaos. Number 6. Splatoon 3 Theories. Many suspect that the new arch-enemy in Splatoon 3 will be either the Salmonoids or the Sanitized or Mr. Grisco. The possibility that Tartar is not dead is even semi-confirmed that it's in the final Fest video. The whole concept of the Sanitized is just scary. Our beloved Marina, the turned control freak after the victory of the final Fest, infected by Tartar, was an uncomfortable vision for many people. She even put an order sticker on her notebook on top of the off the hook sticker during the final Fest. It's a small thing, but shows that she was not sure about the future of the hook. Maybe she thought that Pearl is the one who wants to break them up, but people often misinterpret things if they thought about the same previously. In the alternative order victory scenario, she would have even let go of the hook and Pearly. Only Pearl stops her that it's just a misunderstanding. Marina was too easy to let everything go. So it's better that Chaos and Pearl won, even for Marina's and Off the Hook's sake. Let's hope the story will focus more on the Salmonoids and we won't get a sanitized Marina. Who am I kidding? A Tartarina would be really fucking cool. Number 7. The Random Idiots. There was another group I have shown in my Splatoon Avengers scene. It didn't seem like one group around Isopadre. There were many retarded individuals. But it was all one type of people. People who just like to see the world burn. Or I would rather say, the chaotic folk who just goes YOLO and swag. The people who make decisions from random emotions. The people who start to split party in ranked. The people who doesn't follow any kind of rule or decency. There are many people like them in Splatoon, and deep down, most of us have this side. But all those people who dominantly like this chose chaos without a doubt. Number 8. Pearl the Underdog. It's common knowledge. People love Marina better and for a good reason. I don't think that I have to explain it why. But because of this, Marina most of the time got the popularity votes during Splatfest. In my Springfest video, I showed you that Marina had an 8 Splatfest long win streak in Europe. Even I was on her side most of the time. But after so many times, at the Knights vs Wizards Splatfest, we just started to support Pearly. We just wanted to break Marina's curse, as we called it. We were proud that we fought against the tide and defended Pearly. But there was a point that changed everything for many other people at the announcement of the Final Fest. I'm talking about this moment. That right there. That was the thing that I'm confident to say may have won the final fest for Pearly, because suddenly many people wanted her to win. This is the underdog effect. You probably all heard about it before. It is why many people liked to join Team Instinct in Pokemon Go or support Pearl in general after the long win streak of Marina. We are compelled to help those who are in need. It's really strong emotion in empathic people. This is why the hero who saves the innocent and weak is such a desired power fantasy. We want to be the heroes who help the weaker side against all odds. People who fight for the underdogs are generally more determined and enthusiastic, and that's what matters most during a Splatfest. Now you know, at least in my opinion, why Chaos had such a great victory during the Splatfest. Be grateful. I just compressed the topic of like 4 videos into one. At least I value your time and mine as well. Now it's time to honor me. So lick the bird, survive, ding the dong, and watch me more. In that order. Or in that chaos.